Hey, hope you're doing great. So today I'm gonna react to Genesis, the Lamia. So this is a song suggestion from someone in the comments on YouTube, and I, my random number selection got there. So I'm very excited about this. It seems I look a little bit information because every time that I see this album cover, I feel that it's like late Genesis, but no, this is the last album that Pete Gabriel, or Peter. Let me see. Peter Gabriel. Um, he's singing this with Genesis, and then after this we had the other, Phil Collins began to sing. But this is last Peter Gabriel, and also we have amazing musicians in this album. We have Phil Collins, we have Mike, Stevie Hackett, and Tony Banks, and Peter Gabriel. So we have five amazing musicians here, and I'm very excited to listen to this, to see with what they're gonna come with. And yeah, I'm gonna listen to this as a classical guitarist. So pretty much, like many of you have heard before, I'm gonna tell you a little about me. I have a master's degree in classical guitar performance. I have been playing guitar for more than 25, 26 years, and now so I teach classical guitar on a regular basis. So yeah, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna listen to the whole thing without stopping. There you're gonna see my reaction, and I may say some stuff, but also when I finish the first, when I do the second round, it's more gonna be after I finish the first one, the analysis, right? I will tell you my first impressions, and we can come back to the song, and I can give an analysis. I can try to tell you the most I can. And there's always something, right? There's always something, and I know something that I love from Tony Banks is that he have in his piano a lot of post-romantic stuff, and I'm a post-romantic guy. So if there's a community of post-romantic fans, let me know, because I would love to be there. But yeah, Tony Banks, it seemed that he was into post-romantic, and I love it. I could tell with his piano playing. But anyway, I'm very excited about this, and let's do it. Yeah. I also want to let you know, like always, check out my Patreon. I have early access to all my videos. I try to have 30 to 40 videos earlier than ready for you to check them out before I went on YouTube. Also, I have song requests that goes directly to me, right? So in this case, this was a song suggestion by someone. I do a random number, and I received many comments through the day. So I try to dedicate a part of my day to take out the music and put it in a list. But through Patreon, you will go directly to my Patreon list. That it will be, you have my priorities, and also I get to say your name and all the stuff. So anyway, let's do it. I'm very excited. This is almost 7 minutes. I'm recording, right? Yes. Let's do it.
The scent grows richer. He knows he must be near. He finds a long passageway lit by chandelier. Each step he takes, the perfumes change from familiar fragrance to flavors strange. A magnificent chamber meets his eye. Inside, a long rose water pool is shrouded by fine mist. Stepping in the moist silence, with a warm breeze he's gently kissed. Thinking he is quite alone, he enters the room as if it were his own. But ripples on the sweeping water reveal some company unthought of. Rail stands astonished, doubting his sight, struck by beauty, gripped in fright. 3 vermilion snakes of female face, the smallest motion filled with grace. Muted melodies fill the echoing hall. But there is no sign of warning in the siren's call.
Interesting, huh?
Rail, welcome, we are the Lamia of the pool. We have been waiting for our waters to bring you cool.
Wow. Ooh. Ooh. I'm telling you. Post-romantic.
Putting fear beside him, he trusts in beauty blind. He slips into the nectar, leaving his shredded clothes behind. With their tongues they test, taste and judge all that is mine. They move in a series of caresses that glide up and down my spine. As they nibble the fruit of my flesh, I feel no pain. Only a magic that a name would stain. With the first drop of my blood in their veins, their faces are convulsed in mortal pains. The fairest cries, we all have loved you well. Empty snake-like body floats, silent sorrow in empty boats. A sickly sourness fills the room, the bitter harvest of a dying bloom. Looking for motion I know I will not find. I stroke the curls now turning pale, in which I lain entwined.
So we have Phil Collins singing in the back.
Oh, Lamia, your flesh that remains I will take as my food. It is the scent of garlic that lingers on my chocolate fingers.
I love this Ritaldando to hear. Just gave me a classical vibe, actually. Yeah. Okay, so that was a really good song, huh? It does have that's last ending. It gave me a very classical vibe in the sense that the progression of the chords are very. Sometimes it tend to go a little classical baroque. It's very interesting.
The water turns icy, looking behind me. The water turns icy blue. The lights are dim, and once again the stage is set for you.
Yeah, that harmony, that progression is. This progression is the way that yeah. And I in the background I even listen to some flutes or whatever. I don't know what is it. Of course, I love Steve Hackett solo a lot. You see, it feels very classical. There is something on it that it does feel classical, like baroque or classical, more baroque. I love that. What the guitar does there. Yeah. Yeah, no, and I see a lot of people do replay it here because obviously this ending is powerful. I would say I love it. I'm here, and yes, I'm growing a like for Peter Gabriel. Actually, he does bring something very different that Phil Collins bring his music, and I don't, between both of them, I feel that they add the perfect balance to each time. Like Peter Gabriel have his thing, his way of thinking, and Phil Collins have his way of playing and singing. And I think that I cannot say who is the best, but I will say I love both of them. And yes, both of them, they add valuable feels to the music. And I love, actually, now I know that when I hear a backing voice, it's Phil Collins, and I can hear it. And yet, of course, again, I love. There's through the beginning, I hear there's a section where the piano plays something, and it sounds very post-romantic. And again, post-romantic, it can go from Impressionism, Debussy, Ravel, to to Chopin, or what do I say? I know that he liked Mahler, Sibelius, all this stuff, right? Which Mahler is my favorite composer. But yeah, I'm gonna put a little bit from the beginning. Oh, again, the intro is beautiful. Probably now that I'm hearing the intro, is the ending. Actually, it's the same progression. He knows he must be near. Yeah. The introduction is the outro, and the outro big time, like plus 20 with the guitar, but it's beautiful to hear the outro, the intro with the voice. Beautiful stuff. Chandelier. Each step he takes, the perfumes change from familiar fragrance to flavors strange. A magnificent chamber meets his eye. Oh, yes. Oh, I love the guitars in the background. Oof. Inside, a long rose water pool is shrouded by fine mist. Stepping in the moist silence, with a warm breeze he's gently kissed. Thinking he is quite alone, he enters the unthought of. Rail stands astonished, doubting his sight.
struck
Oh yeah, and this I don't know why this remind me of a song, but I don't know what song is. But it sounds very interesting.
doubting his sight, struck by
Actually, now I want to try to find that song, but I'm not gonna find it. But I love it.
beauty, gripped in fright,
Beautiful. Da pa pa.
punished, doubting his sight, struck by beauty, gripped in fright. 3 vermilion snakes of female face, the smallest motion filled with grace. Muted melodies fill the echoing hall.
Here, I don't. The way that it moves is very surprising in the sense that they go like I don't know how to explain it, but that's very Genesis like that. They move the harmonies in a way that is they move it, but also they modulate, and it goes very nicely. I don't know without direction. I don't know how to explain it.
But there is no sign of warning in the siren's call.
Yeah.
Rail, welcome, we are the Lamia.
Yeah. This is very Genesis.
We have been waiting for
Beautiful.
the waters to bring you cool.
You see, I love that's something that I love from Genesis, that they take you from one place and they take you to another and they take you to another, and they know how to modulate, doing all this modulation, and they know how to move the harmony the way that they do. They are expert at doing that, and I love it. That's Genesis. Oh, and then we have this. I hate using this word, but epic retardando. Oof. Yeah.
Waters to bring you cool.
Two, three, four, and not that. And then we have this is very post-romantic. I'm gonna start using that word, but this sounds kind of impressionism. They remind me a little bit of Eric Satie. Or Satie, I will say Eric, or I don't know if it's Eric, right? But Satie. Yeah, this sounds very impressionism. It sounds like Ravel or Debussy. Obviously, there's more artists from impressionism, but you know those. Just to tell you a little bit right now, you know, actually, to be honest with you, I know others, but not a lot actually. But I love it. I love it.
Putting fear beside him.
So yeah, this is. I need to. So I feel that every time that I hear this, I like it more and more. So probably I see myself listening to this several times. And the thing with Genesis is that the more I listen to the music, the more I fall in love with it. So this was really good. I enjoyed this a lot. Again, it have a lot of things from Genesis that I love. And yeah, I think that I'm enjoying Peter Gabriel. So I need more and more and more. So this is pretty much what I have. Again, that ending is, and that progression very baroque. So yeah, Genesis know how to modulate and how to move harmonies very well, and that's one of the strengths that I see from them. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have. Again, check out my Patreon, early access to all my videos. Also, some requests directly to me to Patreon. So thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Take care.